Hey guys, so I'm doing a makeup haul today and picked up a few things over the weekend that I wanted to show you. Let's start with the Urban Decay Naked 2 Basics palette, or Naked Basics 2 palette. The way it's printed on the package, I would say Naked 2 Basics. I don't know. Anyway, I have the original Naked Basics palette, and compared to that one, this one is cooler toned, and that's what it looks like. These are such nice quality matte shadows. They're all matte, cooler than the first one. I feel like I like this one better. I feel like the colors or the shades work better with each other than the original one did. I like the original one, it's just when you try to put a look together just using that palette, I don't know, the colors just don't seem like they go that well with each other. This one, I feel like they must have put a lot more thought into it because the colors work well with each other. That's all I have on my eyes today is this palette. What I did was I used the color Skimp is my highlight, and then I put this one, which is called Frisk, on my lids, and I used this one, which is called Primal, in the crease, and I really like it. I don't know, I think it's definitely worth getting, especially for the price. And then I bought mine at Ulta, and if you bought this at Ulta, they were also giving away little Urban Decay glosses in the shade Naked. And this is the same gloss that came free with the original Naked palette. So I already had one of these and not really that big of a fan of it, but I wasn't going to say no either. So it might be okay, I guess, to travel with or keep in your purse if you wanted a neutral colored gloss or something like that. But I mean, it's okay, I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. I certainly don't like it enough to buy the full size of it. So here's the colors on the back of the box and the names of them. This is $29, I believe, so that's not bad at all for 6 quality matte eyeshadows. I used it the way I did today and the last time I did my eyes, just to see if I could do a whole look with it and if I would like it, and I do, so I would definitely recommend that. I also picked this up this weekend. This I got at Five Below. This is an eyeshadow palette by City Color. It's called Beauty Book 32 Color, and then at the bottom it says Every Night Palette. So that's what this looks like. This was only $5. I had never tried any eyeshadows by City Color before, and when I opened this up and looked at it, I thought, you know, it looked like a pretty nice assortment of colors. It does have a mirror on this palette. I'm going to try to fold that over so you can see. So that's the assortment of colors, and for $5 I thought I'm going to give this a shot. I wasn't really expecting much because really 32 eyeshadows for $5, how good could they be, right? But I swatched some of them and I didn't feel like most of the ones that I swatched that well. However, there were some that I swatched that swatched really nice. And what I did, because I really wanted to use one, so what I did was I took this shade right here, and then I didn't do that today. I'm gonna actually do that right now so you can see. But so this is what my look looks like with just the Urban Decay shadows. And then what I did, was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was yesterday. I took some of that shade that I just showed you. Was it that shade? No, I think, actually, I think it was this one. Yeah, this one here, because this one has got some shimmer to it. So I wanted to take a shimmer shade and then just pop it on right over that lid shade, just to see like how it would apply and how it would look. Just use my finger to kind of pop it on top, because it looked like that shade would coordinate well with the other ones that I used from the Basics 2 palette. So that gives it like just a little something, because if you do a look and it's all matte, sometimes it can look a little flat, a little boring. So this is a very subtle shimmer, so that's what I'll probably end up using this for, because I don't think that these are going to be nice enough to use on their own or by themselves. That's just my initial impression. I think if I tried to do a look with this, I don't think it would work out too good. Although I did swatch this mauve shade right here. I swatched that, and that was one of the ones that really swatched nice. So I know that I can use that one. So I don't know, maybe I'll try it one day. I'll you know, put on a primer that I know works really well with my eyeshadows and see what I can come up with. Or maybe use a colored base, depending on what I decide to use for a lid color, do something like that. But I think it could be a struggle. I don't feel like, even though this was only $5 for 32 eyeshadows, I don't like palettes that are hit and miss, because then if you wanted to try to do a whole look with it, you probably wouldn't be able to. So my initial impression is that I probably wouldn't repurchase this again, knowing what I know now, because some of these shadows swatched pretty horrible. So I'll probably end up using them like I just did now as a topper, maybe for something matte, to sort of give it a little bit of life. So it's good for that, I guess. And then, also from Five Below, I found a blush that I have been wanting to buy for years now. You know how Rimmel has changed their blush line like so many times in the last couple of years, and there was a time actually where I couldn't even find any Rimmel blushes in a store anywhere. This is when they were transitioning over from some of their older style blushes to the ones that they currently have. And so if you go back a few years, like maybe 3 or 4 years, does anybody remember the Rimmel Lasting Finish blushes? Well, I have the one in Pink Rose, and it's the teeny tiny compact. Then I feel like they changed it to a slightly larger package. Well, I always wanted to get the shade Santa Rose, which is sort of a peach shade, even though it's called Santa Rose. And I was never able to find it, because that's when they were transitioning over into all the newer blushes that they have had more recently. So anyways, I got it at Five Below, because Five Below gets a lot of discontinued things. They only had one, and the case on it was cracked, but it was also priced at $1.50. So I thought, well, I don't care if there's a crack in the case, because I've been wanting this blush for a long time. Well, here's what it looks like, and it's just a really pretty light peach color, and I wore it Saturday, I think it was, this weekend. See, I'm getting my days all mixed up because it was the long weekend. Monday was a holiday, Labor Day, and so I'm getting my days mixed up. But I did use this weekend, and I did really like it, and it definitely lived up to my expectations, because I had heard this was a really good blush, but couldn't find it until now. So finally found that. So if you don't have this and you've always wanted to try it, that's what it looks like swatched. It's just a gorgeous shade of peach. So I had found that at my And I also picked up another bottle of oil-free eye makeup remover, and the only reason why I'm showing you this, because this is kind of a, you know, boring everyday thing, but this one is from Harmon Face Values, and the only reason why I'm showing you this is because I started off with the Neutrogena one. Then I started trying all the generic type ones that the different stores carry. I've tried the one from Walmart, I've tried this one, I've tried the one from CVS, and I've tried so many of the store type copycat dupes of the Neutrogena, and you know what? They're all basically the same. They all work well, and the store versions, this is the store version for Christmas Tree Shop that I'm always talking about. This is their version, and they all work fine, and they're all cheaper than the Neutrogena ones. So, you know, you can save a few cents by buying the store version of the Neutrogena oil-free eye makeup remover, and it'll save you a few pennies. Okay, and last but certainly not least, I got 3 more colors of the Maybelline Color Sensational matte lipsticks. Oh my god, you guys. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say, because I don't think I said this in the video, because I did a video about this product and I only had one shade at the time. And since I have bought these 3 and worn all 3 all weekend long, different shades, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that this is the best matte lipstick I have ever tried. Okay, and that's quite a statement, because I have a lot of lipsticks and they're even better than my high-end matte lipsticks. Okay, these are phenomenal. They're $5 and change at Target. The only problem is, what they've done at Target is they have them on a special display, and they only had 2 of each shade on the display. However, these are permanent. They are not limited edition, so I'm sure that they'll be putting in a permanent display soon and stocking it. I've seen the display at other stores, like I mentioned in my video, but I haven't seen any stores that actually have the display stocked, and just, you know, randomly I've seen them around at all different stores. But so they should be here soon everywhere that sells Maybelline. But anyways, in the meantime, I've been really loving these 3 shades that I picked up this weekend. What happened was, I started off with the nude shade that I did the video about and loved that. Then I went back and got the red one, which is Siren in Scarlet, and was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Went to another store and got Lust for Blush, and then had to go to another Target to get Divine Wine, because like I said, they only have 2 shades, 2 lipsticks of each shade in the display, and so far nobody else but Target seems to have them. So anyways, let me show you these. The one that I have on today is Lust for Blush, and this is one of those My Lips But Better lipsticks that just goes with any kind of look that you want to do. Very versatile, sort of a mauvey, rosy type pink. So the thing with these lipsticks is, you guys, they go on so nice. They don't dry out your lips, and they don't feel awful on your lips like a lot of matte lipsticks do. So that's that shade right there. Even though I'm wearing it, I thought you might want to see it swatched. And the next one is Siren in Scarlet. And my original thought with this was that I was going to use the Maybelline Color Elixir as a gloss over this. I love this so much just by itself. I don't want to put anything over it. This is my red. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. And you know, I tend to wear lipstick. I tend to wear red lipstick in the fall and the winter, and I was kind of testing out this look that I wanted to try, like a fall look, and I put this with it and I was blown away. So that's Siren in Scarlet. I would say this is a true red. I don't feel like this leans cool or warm. To me, that's very true, very neutral. And then last but certainly not least is Divine Wine. And oh my God, this color is so glamorous. I wore this with this look that I was trying out this weekend, the same look that I tried with the red. I loved it so much I wore it 2 days in a row. And I can't wait to show you guys because it is the perfect look for fall. I'm going to try to film a tutorial doing that look. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see how it comes out, because with tutorials a lot of times they just get deleted and scrapped because I'm not happy with the way they come out, but I'm going to try it. And even if I'm not successful filming it, what I'll do is I will wear the look in a video just so that you can see it and I can tell you about it. But fingers crossed the tutorial goes well. So here's Divine Wine, and this is a gorgeous wine that leans a little purple. And I am absolutely crazy about all 4 shades of that I have tried now of these Maybelline matte lipsticks. Am I gonna get any more? I doubt it, because even though I love the formula, the other shades that this comes in, I already have lipsticks in those exact shades, so you know, it doesn't make sense to go out and buy more lipsticks that are the exact same color just because the formula is different. I want to, you know, wear the ones that I have. So I think this is all I'm going to be getting from this line are these 4 shades. But you know how I am. I change my mind about stuff all the time, so you never know. But yeah, these are definitely awesome. If you see them anywhere, pick one up and you won't be sorry. It's the best matte lipstick I've ever tried. I swear. I'm not being paid by Maybelline or anything to say that, and I bought all these lipsticks myself, so I have no reason to try to butter up Maybelline. So that's it, you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.